J-Wick here, back with another one. I'm here today with my Century Arms Draco 9S. I know it's been a while since I've had it on the channel, but it's time to go ahead and start modding it out. I'm going to start by adding this Sig Romeo 5 red dot optic I recently picked up for only $120 before tax. But before we get into it, Glocktober just ended, so if you haven't already done so, to check out my new Glock pickup this year for Glocktober. I'll tag the unboxing and first shots video for you to go ahead and check out. The plan is to use this Glock for a home defense setup, so it'll be a nice new build to add to the channel. Okay, now I'm gonna unbox this Sig Sauer Romeo 5 red dot optic and mount it to my Century Arms Draco 9S. Let's go ahead and unbox this optic here. I like the packaging by Sig Sauer for this Romeo 5. I like how they have their own seal here that says Sig on it, so it's cool that they do that. But let's go ahead and open this puppy. Got my EDC knife here I take with me everywhere. So as you can tell, y'all, this is the first time I've ever opened this myself. So let's go ahead and see what comes in here. All right. Foam insert for protection. Owner's manual. All right, looks like this is a microfiber lens cloth to clean the optic, and here she is, the Sig Romeo 5. All right, let's go ahead and take this bad boy out. All right, set this down, and there she is. It's cool that they provide the lens cover here to protect it, obviously, when not in use. So we have the optic itself, as you can see. Set this off to the side for now. Also in the box, this is the low riser mount that mounts to the standard M1913 Picatinny rail. So you have the option to use the low or high rise mounts that both mount to the 1913 Picatinny rail. It comes pre-installed with a high rise mount, but you have the option here to put on the low rise. For this video, for time's sake, I'm just gonna install this with the high rise mount that it currently has on it. And it also comes with a multi-purpose tool, as you can see here. And this tool will help adjust elevation and windage, as well as it'll help with mounting the Picatinny rail to the frame, with mounting the optic to the frame. So as you can see here, it has one of those T-screws. Don't know which number it is, but I could tell by the threading. See what else, anything else comes in the box. So of course the battery, and the battery it takes to operate this optic is the CR2032 battery. And I looked it up, and it has up to 40,000 hours on one single battery. So that's the contents that come inside of it here. Like I mentioned, the low rise mount, the battery, and the multi-purpose tool, as well as the owner's manual and the microfiber cloth. So I'm going to put these off to the side for now, and I'm going to read off some specs for this optic. The magnification is 1x, and the aperture is 20 millimeters, which is where you get the 1x20 millimeter. It comes with a high efficiency red dot filter that ensures the dot remains visual regardless of the lighting conditions. It's made of aircraft grade aluminum. I really like the solid feel. It does really feel like a solid, well built optic. You know, nice strong aluminum build, and I just like how it feels in the early stages. It comes with the aircraft grade aluminum. Its waterproof rating is IPX7, which is rated for complete water submission up to 1 meter. It is fog proof, and it comes with a 2 MOA red dot with 10 illumination settings with 8 daylight settings plus 2 night vision options that ensures visibility in all lighting conditions. And it comes with MOTAC. MOTAC is their motion activated illumination system. It's similar to Hollison's Shake Awake feature that powers the dot when it senses motion and shuts down the dot after a few minutes of no motion. And it also comes with elevation and windage adjustments. Like I mentioned earlier, it comes with the low and rise 1913 Picatinny mounts, the multi-purpose tool for mounting, adjusting elevation and the windage, and the lens cover cap. And it uses a CR2032 battery that can be changed without removing the optic, which is a great, feature to have. As you can see right here, this is where you remove the cover to put on the battery, and obviously you will have to screw it back on. I'm going to do that shortly. And the battery life is rated once again for 40,000 hours, but me personally, I would recommend changing them yearly to be on the safe side. Okay, let's go ahead and install this battery on this optic. So I'm going to remove this cap here, which is where the battery goes. Unscrew that. And I'm going to take this CR2032 battery, put this on the side for now. I'll take this battery out. And of course, they got to put it in the smallest little bag that they can come up with to get it. Here we go. All right, here she is, a Panasonic CR2032 3-volt battery made in Indonesia. Let's go ahead and remove this, which will show the terminals, and let's place the battery down like so. Make sure you push it in, and then I'm going to take the cap and turn it clockwise like so. And you want to tighten it, but don't over tighten it. Doing this as much as I can. You can use a screw or something to tighten it a little more. I just wouldn't, try to force it or overdo it on the tightening part. All right, so here she is. Let's go ahead and remove this lens cover like so. It's cool that they provide it, and it looks really clean and crisp. I like how it's looking all the way straight out of the box. Loving this build, and you use this plus sign here initially to turn it on and to adjust the brightness levels. Like I mentioned, it's 10 illumination settings with 8 for daylight and 2 for night vision. So let's go ahead and turn this on. On the top here is, I believe, I'm not sure, y'all, I'm not sure which one is which, so let's go ahead and see what it is. Okay, so elevation adjustment is here. This one on the top of the optic, and the windage adjustment is right here on the right side next to the battery compartment of the optic. So elevation on top adjustments here, and windage here on the right side next to the battery terminal. So when you first get the dot, in order to turn it on after installing the battery, you'll click on the plus sign on top here. The more you click it, the brighter the dot will get. And when you click the minus sign, the dot will get darker. So plus to make it brighter, and the negative to make it darker and harder to see. Now after 120 seconds, the MOTAC will turn off. So approximately 2 minutes after it senses no motion, it will shut off. And I've already tested it. I let it sit for a couple minutes, and I picked it up, and it literally turned on instantly. All right, now let's go ahead and mount it to the Draco 9S. I'm gonna go ahead and push this down. I'm gonna bring this Draco down and get it more centered. So let me do that. More centering the camera here. Okay, now you wanna take the multi-purpose tool with the T10 here and loosen the bottom of this rail as much as possible. I already did so. As you can see here, I have it pretty much as loose as possible. And you want to place it on the firearm wherever you feel comfortable. Ideally, I usually put my optics more in the middle, depending on the build. For this one, I think I am gonna place it more in the middle like so. And just make sure you put this screw here clearly in between one of these ledges, like I'm doing. And well, before you do that, you want to make sure you put it on the right way. So let's start there. So let's go ahead and turn this around and put it on the right way. As you can see here, this is what I loosened up, this clasp. And I'm just gonna place it over like so. And make sure you push it down to get a good snug feeling like so. And I'm actually gonna turn this vise a little around and make it easier to tighten it, since I am using my less dominant hand to tighten this. Let's go ahead and tighten this like so. You can see I'm screwing it in, and you want to tighten this as much as possible. Just don't over tighten it. You don't want to break this tool. And before I show you, messing up my little table here, y'all. But before I show you and start fooling with the firearm, I should have showed y'all earlier, but it is empty. I have no ammo in the magazine. The chamber is empty, as you can see here. And there she is. I'm gonna go ahead and just straighten this back up a little bit like so. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the magazine back in just so y'all can look at it. How she looks with the magazine installed with the optic on top. Ooh, she's starting to look better, y'all. Liking how this looks. Take it out the vise and see so what she looks like with the optic on it. You can see the dot. You can see the dot glistening there. Nice size dot. So liking how she already looks better to me. Oh yeah, can't wait to take this out to the range soon. Nice Sig Sauer Romeo 5. I like the build. Nice robust build, and just looks like a solid overall optic. Let me go ahead and put this back on the vise for now so y'all can see her. This is the first mod I've done so far, but be on the lookout for my first shots with this red dot and my first 500 rounds review video of the Century Arms Draco 9S coming soon. I'll tag my tips and tutorials playlist that'll have other gun mod videos, so be sure to check that out. After adding this optic, I plan on adding a mag pull grip to have a better feel and look overall. I'll tag the unboxing and installation video for installing a mag pull grip on my Century Arms CGR AK-47. I also plan on adding a muzzle brake to this firearm as well to help reduce recoil, so be on the lookout for more mods to the Century Arms Draco 9S coming soon. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video, to help a brother out, man, by subscribing, liking, and sharing the content with others. I greatly appreciate all the love and support I receive on the channel so far. As always, feel free to comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Comment down below on your experiences if you have any using the Sig Romeo 5. Also, would you recommend it on any of your builds? But that's going to be it for today. Thanks for sticking to the end. Like I always say, stay alert, stay safe, and stay vigilant. J-Week out. See y'all next week.